Hi, and welcome to Alaskan in the Philippines. Today I thought I'd talk about some few things here in Thailand that I see that I'm trying to figure out myself, and it's seeing strange things in a strange country. There's always going to be small things that make me wonder, and I'm sure a lot of the other guys ever see it every day don't even notice it. But I'll start off with first thing that I see that I don't quite understand. I see a lot of the women here. They'll be walking around and they actually have a mud on their face. It's a white blobs of mud. I guess it's to protect their skin. I don't know, but it's so thick. It's like a floury paste. It's not a thin suntan lotion or anything, but you do see that too. You'll see some people that have some white stuff on their face in a thin coat too. It's usually just their face, and you only see the men do it, and it's pretty thick right on their cheeks. You can just see it's applied, look like by hand, like just patted on soupy mud. And there'll be, even the women, the cleaning ladies here that are working indoors have it too. So I don't know, maybe she got to go out between buildings or something, and it's to protect her skin too. But that one kind of stumps me. All the Thai women here, they use a skin whitener. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them will whiten their skin. At least their face, they'll have it. Some just ghostly white. It's not sexy to me. I don't know if foreigners, I like a tan girl with tan skin, but these women here, they'll get pasty white. They'll do their whole body, and then they'll guard it from the sun. They'll walk around with long sleeve pants. A lot of them will wear the elephant pants and the long sleeve shirts, or even black. I see that's another thing I don't understand. They'll cover up with black pants, like black pajama pants, and a black coat. I see them with black coats on, and in this heat, and they'll have a hat with a cloth coming down to block their face and stuff. A lot of it'll be pure black in this heat. It just must cook. But that is one thing I kind of won't understand in a long time. But I go into the stores and there's skin whiteners all across there's a whole aisles and aisles of skin whiteners. So it's used by a lot of women. And you can see these women are generally whiter than they're supposed to be. And I guess it's a poor thing, if the poor people got to work out in the sun. So they don't want to be mistaken for poor people. But it surprises me how they'll give up being able to be cool and to just block themselves from the sun. The same thing. And then, there's another thing too, the grab drivers. You'll see these grab drivers riding around with motorcycles, and they're pretty cool. They're all wearing these green jackets with black stripes on them, and they're all wearing black gloves, fingerless black gloves, and they'll have a dicky or a face mask, but it's like the whole neck warmer thing, and they'll pull it up over their face, and it's black always usually, and they'll have a helmet and glasses or something. So they're totally, and their coats, they're wearing a coat and black pants, shoes. A lot of them are just flip-flops though, but those guys are pretty cool. You'll see them all over town, and they're all pretty much dressed the same with the black gloves with the fingers cut off and stuff. It's kind of a club. They run food, and they'll bring you on if you need a motorcycle ride somewhere, you'll see it. But that's pretty cool. The grab people. But that's just a couple of things that I notice. And there's so much more that I don't even scratch the surface yet. I'm trying to figure out what's what and what the cultures are doing. But yeah, being out in the sun, for me in the afternoon here, I got to stay out of the sun. I go out in the morning, I take a walk in the morning, but by afternoon it's pretty hot, and I'm in here and I'll exercise in the room. I'm not out in that hot afternoon sun myself, so if I had to be out, I'd probably want to put some suntan screen on too. But anyway, so yeah, I guard myself from the sun too. Not to the extent I'm going to put, I should put suntan lotion on my face and skin when I do go out, because I do get burnt a little bit every day if I'm out on the beach a little late. This morning I didn't walk the beach. I walked in the shade of the buildings on the main drag out here. That was nice and cool, instead of being on the beach sun, because it's getting pretty hot now. If you're a little late walking to the beach, you need to actually be there around 7 to have it cool. If you get there at 8, it's kind of already getting hot, 85 degrees probably. So this heat is something you got to think about too. And that's just one of the few things. And then another thing, when the driving on the wrong side of the road, this main drag here is 3 lanes of highway, or it's 3-lane highway on each, going in each direction. And you got to remember, when you come out on it, you got to look the opposite way of what you're normally used to looking, because this side you just came out on is coming at you this way, or it's coming the other way than you expect. And that's one thing. And you got to look both ways at all times. Be really watching both ways, because you're used to coming out and you just look left to see if there's cars coming, but here they're coming from the right and they'll cream you. So that's one thing. And that's another thing. Even the car, when you get into a car here, the driver's seat is on the right side, not the left side. So that's another one that'll blows my mind. That's another reason I'm not driving here. I want to get my mind wrapped around that first, through some experience of driving around town and stuff with other people. Because now I still make mistakes. It seems like I would, I'm still not confident enough to try jump in and drive on the wrong side of the road in the wrong seat of a car. Even on a motorbike, it's troubling for me to try to figure out driving on the left side. So that's one thing I'm worried about. And that goes for everything too. When you're walking down the sidewalk, when you pass somebody, they want to pass on the left, that's how because that's the driving. And when you go into a store, you come into a mall, and the escalator, we're used to the escalator on the right. That one's going up, right? When you come in, the first escalator to the right, escalator, it's going up, right? No, here the first one you come to is coming down, and you got to go to the other left side for the one that's going up. So everything's kind of a backwards deal here, and it's hard for me to get understanding it, to just jump right in and do it. So I'm just going to sit back at a distance and watch it all for a while and try to figure it out slowly so I don't make stupid mistakes. That's usually what I do. I jump in and do things right away and try things new and make stupid mistakes. So this time I'm going to sit back and watch other people make stupid mistakes and maybe learn by that a little bit if I can. But anyways, just some few things that make me wonder here in Thailand. Although I love it, it's great. There's nothing wrong with it, and I'm going to get used to it and take it on head on. It's a neat place. It's a neat culture, and a little change is good for me. I'm just going to embrace it, I guess. Well, anyway, hope you get a chance to explore it someday. Thanks. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.